Hey guys, EDog here, covering the Apple March event. To begin with, Apple talked about their run-in with the FBI about the San Bernardino murderer's iPhone being unlocked. They then moved on to talk about Apple and the environment. Apple's goal was to do 100% renewable energy. They're currently doing 93% worldwide. That's their stores, their offices and their campus. They've currently got renewable energy being used 100% in 23 countries, including the UK, the US and China. To solve this, solar panels were added above fields in China so the yak population could still eat the grass. And in Singapore, they added solar panels on top of roofs of their skyscrapers. 93% of the paper in packaging is now from renewable sources. And also, they design their products to last so they don't get recycled as often. They deconstruct iPhones after they cannot be used, and it's done by a robot called Liam. This is done by taking parts like the screen away from the body because they're made of two different components and materials. Health was also talked about in the beginning. Last year Apple released Research Kit, a development kit, and it became one of the largest research techniques. It helped find subsets of type 2 diabetes, and over 15 different medical conditions have been covered by Research Kit. It can help with day-by-day reports on people that have various conditions and give unique treatments for people. It has turned from research to helping people learn about themselves. This year, a new SDK was released called CareKit. The first app for it is about Parkinson's disease. The SDK will be widely available to developers in April. Then they went on to talk about the Apple Watch. Apparently, it's the top-selling smartwatch, and the reason why is customers love it. You can do so many things from your wrist, and you can change the bands for different occasions. 3 new versions of bands were announced. New sport band colours, a space black Milanese loop, and a new woven nylon band which has 4-layer construction. Also, it had a price cut. It is now starting at $299. Next, Apple TV. There are now over 5,000 apps that are Apple TV only. And tvOS has had some updates. Folders are being added. You can now use dictation for text entry. You can search for apps. And live photos can be viewed on the Apple TV now. Then, iPhone was talked about. It's the most loved type of smartphone. And one of their biggest parts about the iPhone is the 4-inch iPhone. This is mainly used for people having their first smartphone, iPhone, or they're moving over from Android. So, this year, Apple released iPhone SE. It looks like the iPhone 5S. It is the most powerful 4-inch phone. It has the same chips as the iPhone 6S, so the A9, the same GPU as the A9. The Hey Siri hands-free feature will be included. It has a better battery life than the 5S. It will have the same camera as the iPhone 6S, so 12 megapixels, True Tone flash, 4K video recording. It can capture live photos. When you're using the front-facing camera, you can use the screen as a retina flash. It'll have 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. Touch ID is built in. Apple Pay is built in. It'll be available in rose gold, gold, silver and space grey. Pricing is 16 gigs will cost you $399 and 64 gigs will cost you $499. Orders begin on the 24th of March and they'll be available on the 31st of March in select countries and will be available in wider countries later on. iOS 9.3 was also mentioned in this keynote, but I'm going to have a separate video on iOS 9.3, so click either up here or click the link in the description. iPad is next, and in September we have the iPad mini 4 and the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, but we didn't get a 9.7-inch iPad. So this time Apple released the 9.7-inch iPad Pro. The reason is it's large enough and it's the most popular size of iPad. 1 million iPad-only apps have been released. The screen on the new iPad Pro is the most important part of it, according to Apple. It's 40% less reflective than the last generation iPad Air 2. It's the brightest screen on a tablet available. It's got a True Tone display, which adjusts the display balance based on the light in the room. So if you notice a piece of paper, when you take it into a warm, like almost yellowish orange colour light, the paper reflects that colour. Whereas with the current displays, they're always just the same shade of white. So it will adjust. There'll be 4 speakers, one in every corner like the 12.9-inch. It'll have the A9X and the M9. Hey Siri will be included. There'll be a smaller smart keyboard. The Apple Pencil will be compatible. And the camera has had a massive improvement. So it's now got the same camera as the iPhone 6S, 12 megapixels 4K recording. It now has a flash. It has the same FaceTime camera, and it has the Retina flash, which uses the screen. It will be available in the same colours as the iPhone SE and 6S, gold, rose gold, silver and space grey. And it will have a variety of cases and colours. 32 gigs will cost £599. 128 gigs will cost you $749. And a new size capacity, 256 gigs, will cost you $899 in dollars. And they're ready for pre-order on the 24th of March and be available from the 31st of March. What's new about this iPad is that the cellular models, so the ones that are 4G, instead of just having a plastic piece, there's a now space that is colour matched to the body of the iPad with a antenna line like the iPhone 6S. Also, the 12.9-inch iPad Pro is getting the same 256GB update. To the end of the keynote, the new Apple Campus is announced, which they'll be using by March next year. Thanks for watching this video. Why not check out my last video? Also, why not get subscribed and follow me on Instagram and Twitter for extras and behind the scenes content.